Apparently yesterday there was this big kerfuffle about an Afghan. An Afghan designed by a designer to commemorate and honor victims of 9/11. And what was your outrage about? Because they were selling a kit? Did you bother to look at the things around you that were events where people would be vending in honor of 9/11? You didn't mind that. But this Afghan tore you apart. Buckle up. Part of bin Laden and al-Qaeda's attempt that day was to not only terrorize America, but to destroy its business and commerce, destroy its government, and to destroy our military. That's why they chose the business section of New York. They chose the Pentagon for the military, and they chose Congress, but luckily we had some great patriots who said no, not happening, and took that plane down in Shanksville. Nobody seemed to mind when there were Afghans that were made that said, let's roll. Other Afghans to honor 9/11, but this one was beyond the pale for many of you. Maybe it's because before that you weren't aware that these things happen. I mean, nobody seemed to mind the designers who sent emails trying to hawk their wares that day, or those that had sales on Ravelry that day, 9/11. You know, like buy 11 of my patterns for the price of 9. You didn't mind those. Oh, you didn't get the emails? So it was okay? I wish people had looked into this Afghan a little closer before they got their selective outrage. Every year, Hirschner's has a contest for Afghans of the Year. And you have to have your design in, and you have to use Hirschner's yarns, items, whatever for these Afghans. You have to have all that in. You have to have the finished product, the pattern, the whole 9 yards in by June the 15th. And Peggy decided to create this Afghan to honor, commemorate 9/11. And it's a beautiful Afghan, Peggy. Well done. And then after that, they do a month of judging, you know, deciding who's the winner. And this was the grand prize winner of all of the Afghans for the year 2019 contest. And it should be. It's stunning. It's a beautiful Afghan. It is a great commemoration to those who died 9/11 and to their family members and to those who went on to fight, continue to fight. But as such, after the decision is made in July for the different categories, like I said, this was the grand prize, the President's Choice. And the arrangements, contracts have been signed, you know, for the finishing of the contracts so that you can get your prize money and get your item out there. And then Hirschner's works on getting kits together and getting the patterns printed up, published, so that they can get those kits ready to be available in their August catalogs, end of August catalogs, September catalogs. And that's what happened. Now they chose to use this Afghan on 9/11. Yes, we remember. But some of you got upset because when you clicked on the Afghan in the email, it took you to a website where you could buy the kit. You found that disrespectful. So you went on YouTube. You had this outrage about blah, 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 sanctified. It's a sacred day, yada, yada, yada. Which is true. It is. But like I said, you don't care about those other sales. Those other people that keep bombarding you with sale items that day. You didn't mind the events that were going on maybe around in your community where, vendors were selling hot dogs, hamburgers, Cokes. While you're marching around town carrying a flag that you had to buy for 9/11. Didn't bother you a bit, but the Afghan did you. I saw the Afghan on Hirschner's Facebook page this morning, or that morning, yesterday morning. I had gone in to repost my one post on 9/11, and then I decided not to use Facebook again until after probably noon or so. Maybe 11:30. But I actively chose not to. Why? Because every year we're bombarded with news channels replaying over and over, traumatizing us all day long. And for years, I've been re-traumatized, upset about that. And I decided a couple of years ago, no. Like I said, I'm going to go buy something that's patriotic, made in the USA, honors, whatever. I couldn't buy the kit because bravos to you. Not only did the Hirschners apologize, but they pulled the kit from their website. You can't purchase it. But I was able to purchase the pattern so that I can make that pattern for a friend who lost a loved one in 9/11. And when she saw the Afghan, she wanted it. I would have preferred to have had the kit because now I have to wait for the pattern so that I can determine what I need to get in order to make the Afghan. So you did your job. You did exactly what Al-Qaeda wanted you to do. You stopped business. You had outrage, and you were traumatized. Well done, folks. Well done. I understand your opinion may vary, and that's fine with me. But, like I said, this Afghan, the kit was available in August. I did not have the money in August. I had it this month. And I would have loved to have purchased that in honor of my friend who lost a family member in 9/11. But, it's just going to take a little longer to be able to make that for her. I had called Hirschner's to find out if the kit was going to be available again. They said not at this time. So, bravo. Kudos to you who raised the stink, got your panties in a wad, and destroyed this poor designer's memento. Her award-winning design to commemorate those who were lost. You've also sullied her memory. And Peggy, I'm sorry that happened to you. Perhaps in the future people will learn to be a little kinder and look at things a little more closely before they start being upset. You did a beautiful job with that Afghan, and I'm looking forward to making it. Look a little deeper sometimes, folks, okay?